Hello, good afternoon. We are here on day 4 of the 30 days of transformations. And so what this is for 30 days in a row, I've challenged myself to jump on here live and to talk about a transformation that I've gone through. Something that has happened because of the transformation in my body image and kind of how it's impacted the rest of my life. Okay, and this is also a challenge for you because every single day I'm going to give you one small task. This could be a journaling prompt, it might be affirmations, it could be other things. And these things are designed to get you that one tiny step closer to where you want to be, all right? In your own transformation, your own journey. So today what we're talking about is embracing your worth. And this is huge, okay? So there's no way that I could talk about this forever, right? So there's no way that I could do it in this one small video. I couldn't do all of it, but I really just want to touch on the fact that for most of my life, I didn't feel worthy. So I didn't feel worthy of being happy. I didn't feel worthy of succeeding. I didn't feel worthy of being loved. I didn't feel worthy, and that means by other people and by myself, right? I mean, I didn't feel worthy of having a career that I loved. I just didn't feel worthy. I didn't feel like I was enough. I didn't get like, why should I have that? And this really impacted a lot of different areas of my life, okay? So first of all, and kind of I would say the most obvious one up front would be my relationships and my friendships. So there's a lot of different ways that this kind of manifested in my life, my unworthiness. In some ways that was within my relationships, and I'm talking romantic relationships, friendships, relationships with family. When I say relationships, I mean just, people in general. Being a people pleaser. That was a huge one for me. It's something that I still struggle with a little bit, but I'm really conscious of it now. It used to be that I did absolutely everything within my power to make the other person happy, even if it hurt me. Right? Even if it somehow made me unhappy, made me less important than, made my needs less important. If it made them happy, I would do it. I was a serial people pleaser. I just didn't feel worthy of being happy. I didn't feel worthy of being in any sort of relationship with other people. So I thought basically I had to earn their love. I had to earn affection. I didn't think people would want to be friends with me if I didn't want to, if I didn't do all the things for them. And I know that I'm not the only one that does this, okay? I know that some of you guys out there, some of you watching, I know that you struggle with this too. This is really common. I think especially among women, men as well, but more so among women. A lot of us struggle with this. I was also really insecure in these relationships. Again, romantic, friendship, otherwise, I was insecure about their opinion of me, right? Were they judging me? Of course, chances are I was judging myself way more harshly than anybody else could ever judge me. But, were they judging me? Oh, did I do something wrong? Did I say something wrong? Could I have been better? Could I have been in a way, or could I have done something in a way that would have made them approve of me? I felt so unworthy of being in any sort of relationship with people. I always thought that I was less than them in literally every capacity. Okay, this isn't just a tiny thing, this was a big thing. I mean, does any of this sound familiar to you? You don't have to comment if it's not your thing. I get that this is personal, you might not want to put it out there. By the way, if you do want to comment and talk about this stuff, I'm doing this live here, but it's also going into the Body Love Tribe, okay? So that it's a private group, it's a closed group, and it's really specifically about loving your body. So if this is something that you want to talk more about, but you don't necessarily want to do it in this public space, when I'm finished, I will pop the link in the comments or in the description actually, and you can hop on over there and comment there. It's way easier. It's much better over there. So yeah, does any of this sound familiar to you? All the time, right, Belinda? Yeah, all the time. So many women struggle with this. Right? This is one of the biggest things that I'm talking about in the Body Love Bootcamp is being worthy. If you don't feel worthy within yourself, you are never truly going to love yourself. One thing, I just want to transition a little bit. One story that I like to tell, when I was in high school, I would have been 15 or 16. In my school at the time, in my province, they had it so that when you were that age in grade 10, you had to choose whether you were going to take sort of college level courses or university level courses. So it was like the basic or the advanced stuff, and almost everything like science and math and everything pretty much. And in my 15-year-old mind, I went, I can't do the hard stuff. I can't do it. I'm doing the easy stuff. And I had my school and I was earning like 80% in almost every class. And my school counselor was like, what are you talking about? Do the advanced stuff. Give yourself more opportunity. Do it. You can do it. And I just went, no. I can't. And literally that day forward, I basically signed my fate. I've never been to university yet. It will happen. I have some plans. But it really signed my fate. I was a kid. I was 15. And at that point, I didn't feel worthy. I didn't feel like I could ever measure up. I didn't feel like I would ever be enough. So why even try? At 15, I was already in a space of why even try? And if I could go back to that 15-year-old girl, man, oh man, we would have some good talks. Because she was so worthy and she was so smart and she had everything she needed inside of her. And she didn't have anybody stepping up and telling her that. And she really needed it. That's kind of why I'm here. I always say I'm the coach that I needed before I knew that coaches existed. That's the point. That 15-year-old me needed somebody to say, you're worthy of this. You can do this. You are good enough. Go for it. So that's why I'm here. That's what this is. And then going from that high school phase, this continued into my career as an adult as well. I remember, wasn't even that long ago, I was applying for some jobs. I was kind of between things and I was applying for jobs. Oh, it would have been probably 3 years ago now. And I applied for 2 jobs. One was very low pay, but had really nice people. One was higher pay, but the people, and it was more stressful and the people were kind of iffy. And I literally got job offers from both of them, and I chose the one with lower pay. Number one, I do like nice people and I'm still friends with some of them. So I'm not totally, I don't regret the decision because I learned from it, but I literally looked at the other job where I was going to earn more money and I just went, I'm not going to be good enough. I'm not going to meet their standards. I can't do that. They're going to judge me. I'm not worthy of making that much money. I'm not, my skills don't measure up to that. And so again, this was in my 20s. Again, this thing was rearing its head and it never left me. And I can tell you now, I'm in my 30s now, I can tell you now, this little unworthiness monster, so to speak, isn't gone. Okay, she's still there sometimes. But instead of her taking over in my head and being the main voice, she kind of has an opinion and I'm aware, and then I choose whether to listen to her or not. And it's a really magical transformation. And this did not happen overnight, right? Like this is definitely a lot of years and a lot of hard work. But working on understanding that I am worthy. I am worthy of getting the job. I'm worthy of having the career of my dreams. I'm worthy of going to university if I want to, and I'm damn smart enough. I'm worthy of love. I am so worthy of love from others, from myself. I'm worthy of happiness. I am worthy of all of that. All of that. So, again, have you ever passed up something because you didn't feel worthy of it? This could be a relationship, it could be a job, it could be something with schooling, it could be a trip, it could be anything. Like, have you ever done that? Again, I know I'm not the only one. Lots of people struggle with this. And again, just remember, if you want to talk more about learning to love your body, whether it's worthiness, whether it is, body image specifically, whether it's, one of about 1 billion different things, you're welcome in the Body Love Tribe, okay? Again, that link will be in there below, and it is a closed group, so nobody else in the entire world can see, only people inside the group can see what's posted there. So my takeaway, or I guess your takeaway for today, the little homework that I'm giving you, is an affirmation, and it is simply, I am worthy. And I really want to encourage you to take that, okay? If you're familiar with affirmations, you probably already know what to do with it. If you're not, the simplest way is just to take I am worthy, write it somewhere you can see it, put it on a Post-it on your bathroom mirror, put it as the screensaver on your phone, and twice a day, set an alarm on your phone, twice a day, look yourself in the eye, in the mirror, and say, you are worthy. Just say it and look at yourself. And at the beginning, you'll feel stupid and you won't believe it. And then you do it again and again and again and again. And then eventually you're like, yeah, maybe I am worthy. Maybe there is something to this. And it's a transition, all right? And affirmations can play a really powerful part in changing your brain, changing how you think about things. So I'm just going to leave that with you today. You are worthy. And whether you feel it or not right now, you're capable of feeling it, okay? Just hold space for the fact that you can feel worthy. The transition can happen. You can learn how. And doing this affirmation every day is one step in the right direction. All right? I'm going to leave you with that. You are worthy. I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow.